Oh, Peter Obi made a grand entry into Edo State earlier on today, and of course, the Rosen welcome was shaking. Of course, though the issue of the Maja thing, is beginning to cause a lot of, like I would call it, a cold shiver in the obedience. Anyways, we just believe that Peter Obi will always do the right thing. This is still Serious Matters here at ONIF TV. My name is Olukunle Abraham, and of course, the chief spokesperson of the Labour Party has come out to say that, look, this merger does not seem to be, it does not look like one that will be attainable. And of course, the Genosa Tanko says the rumored merger between the Labour Party and the People's Democratic Party, the New Nigeria Party, is unattainable. He made this known on channels, television, politics today on Monday, hours after the news made round regard to what seemed like a merger among the PDP and NPP and the Labour Party in preparation to what they feel would be the aftermath of the presidential election petitions tribunal judgment. According to him, merger connotes that the parties would be validated by the Independent National Electoral Commission as one. Well, when you talk about merger, it means that political parties from different parts of the country submit their documents to INEC, and then they will be pronounced as a new political party, and that isn't obtainable at the moment, considering the time frame between now and of course the election. So the merger is out of the question technically, but when you talk about the discussion of the possible working alliance with the political party, very true, that is very, very possible. And what that simply means is that it's possible that they say, okay, I step down, I'll work for so person, or let me and this person step down, let's work for this person, or let me, something like that is likely to come out of it. That's what the chief spokesperson of the Labour Party's presidential campaign council has said. Well, spokesperson also revealed that talks about a possible merger were ongoing before the election. We remember then that there was a talk before the election about a possible measure where Kwakwanso, made certain derogatory statements about Peter Obi, rejecting an offer to be his running mate. And of course, even before the election, they said there were discussions. I will not say ABC is right on the table at the moment, because we need to have this particular fact before we go to publics about it. The Labour Party chieftain said, at the moment, we are having discussions with ourselves, and that's where he said. And so much, he added that the discussion with political parties of like minds who believe in the ideology and principles of the party is a welcome development. And so most of the political parties who are progressively minded will not allow that particular situation to happen to Nigeria. Of course, when you consider what has happened to Nigeria within the few months that the declared winner has assumed office, considering the pains and all of that. Look at the 5 billion naira given to state governments for as palliatives. Has it ever happened in the history of Nigeria? Who says why can't the federal government transfer money to our accounts directly? Doesn't the bank? I know you can now talk about the old women. Yes, there are ways to access those ones, but majority of Nigerians have bank accounts. You'll be talking about 60%, more than 60% of Nigerians have bank accounts with BVN. You have access to all of that, and then now you give what belongs to us to governors who well, therefore, he said there is a need for a lot of people, not even the political party alone, but those in the civil society, those who believe in Nigeria's emancipation of people from the shackles of poverty, will definitely come together and see how we can restore power to the interest of the Nigerian people. That is very, very possible. Of course, Peter Obi will always say a new Nigeria is possible. And of course, we have seen the worst. Yes, you might say, okay, there are still certain things to... Well, don't worry. Let it happen. Let it happen. There is nothing that is coming from up that the ground cannot withstand. And that's the truth. He reiterated that there is no foreclosure on the matter. But all I know is that we have had discussions. And of course, Nigerians has continued to react to this. I would also want your reaction on this particular one. Nigerians have continued to react to this. One is continuing to wonder what's where we are heading to. What will Peter Obi say? Considering the fact that there is this enormous, number of young Nigerians following him, and of course, who want to take chances, not again, and of course, all eyes on the judiciary. As we know, the slogan is now. There are moves around the country. There are stages, walks being staged across the country. All eyes on the judiciary. We are waiting, but I just hope and I pray that they don't give judgment at 4 p.m. or 3 a.m. rather 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. at night, only for us to wake up in the morning and they say that this and that. Well, thank you very much for watching. It is still serious matters here at ONIF TV, just talking about matters that are making the round. And of course, I would expect that you drop your comment. Please do make them simple and simple. Thank you very, very much. And don't forget to share videos with others. We are counting on you. What you do for us is what makes us get better. Of course, your opinions count a lot. Thank you.